is 12:32 and I've almost got 5,000 steps in. Good afternoon. I hope everybody's day is starting off well. I hope your core 4 is in full effect. Today I want to talk about some reasons why I love having an online business, and it's probably going to divert from 5 reasons to a bunch of other reasons, but I hope you guys stay tuned in and ignore the dogs barking in the background. It is a beautiful day. The light's a little dark in here, but I chose to be in my beautiful little shed, and you know, the lighting's a little off. So if at any point anything that I talk to you about resonates, drop whatever that is. Like, if it's love, then drop love. If it's like confidence, drop confidence. But interact with me as we go through this. Online business is not anything that I have ever originally anticipated myself ever going into, because it really does take a lot more work than I ever imagined it to entail. So with that being said, one of the biggest benefits of being online is that you don't have to have any sort of storefront, or you don't have to put any money up front to have a physical business. And let me tell you, I'm going to branch off to number 2 here in a second, but just to get a storefront, it could cost anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000, right? That's just to have a tiny little space with nothing in it. That's just a building, not to mention everything else that comes along with it, like property taxes, monthly rent, additional employees, etc. So if you could imagine just saving that in time, effort, and money, right? So being online is 100% easier that way for sure. With that being said, that ties right into how much access you have to people. I'm on 3 platforms now, and eventually it's going to reach several hundred people, as opposed to if I was in a storefront right now having to stand outside and get customers. Not only would I have to be at the storefront, but I would also have to be online anyways, trying to get customers to come to my storefront, where being online, you're again saving money, but you're able to contact and get a hold, or you're able to reach out and get to hundreds as opposed to dozens of people. And if you are anything like me, you want to get 5 things done at once, as opposed to like moving 1 stone at a time, right? None of us like have enough time in a day to do 1 thing at a time. We have to figure out a way to be more effective and more productive in our day, and by being online, this helps. So if that resonates with you, please drop it too, because that's huge. That is huge. Now, number 3 is probably one of my favorites, and the reason being is because it is probably the hardest, and I think this one is the hardest for the majority of us. Being online, we have to put ourselves out there in a way that makes us not only vulnerable to all the positive interaction, but it makes us vulnerable to the negative interaction. And that negative interaction will pierce you to the core. And I say that in a way that even the strongest, even those that appear incredibly rhinoceros-like on the exterior, can be a goopy mess on the inside. And I never knew in a million years how hard it would be for me to take somebody saying no, and then another person saying no, and then another person saying no, and then another person saying no, and then one person saying yes, and I about crap myself because I'm so damn happy because somebody says yes. Now, for me, this is a trust thing. When people tell me no, when I try to share my product or I try to share my business, and people automatically say no without hearing what I have to share, the reason, for me personally, the reason that it hurts so bad, and the reason that I take it so personally, I am getting better at it, trust me, I'm getting better. It's been a year and I'm still here, y'all, I'm still here. It's because when I put myself into something, and when I share something, I share it from the heart. And I share it from experiences that I have gone through that I know that other people will benefit from. And this is real for me. This is 100% real. And I get choked up a lot when I talk about it, because when somebody tells you no without you being able to share that experience, it hurts. For me, it really hurts. So there were a couple times at the beginning, and I still do. And I still do. Don't get me wrong. I still do. That's why sometimes I really have to be like strong to talk about some stuff sometimes, because the punch to the throats, they hurt. And it's not even meant as a punch to the throat, but sometimes people just don't want to be bothered. And sometimes I'm the same way. I don't want to be bothered. And, you know, it is what it is. It doesn't mean that these people hate you. It's just that you have to take that no and you have to let it make you stronger, if that makes any kind of sense. If that makes any kind of sense. If that makes sense, drop a no yes below. So the best part about that is when you do get a yes, and you get a genuine yes, like people really want to know. They not only want to know whatever you're selling or whatever you're advertising, whatever that is, when they truly say yes and they actually want to know about it, they don't just want to buy it or they don't just want to add it to their shelf. Y'all, you feel like you can rule the world. So those yeses, the 1 out of every 20 yeses that are genuine and that are really willing to delve into whatever that is. If I'm selling soap and you trust me enough to sell you a bar of soap that's going to get you clean the way you want to get clean, and that person trusts you enough to do it, I swear you feel like you can move buildings from one person. Now, could you imagine if that person shared with another person and that shared with another person and that shared with another person? Your business is going to slowly or rapidly develop, right? So now your trust, those people are entrusting you to make sure that that bar of soap is the best bar of soap they've ever had. And they trust in you to maintain the quality. And they trust in you to get them the right information. If any of that makes sense, let me know that it makes sense. I want to make sure that I'm not going off on a tangent. The point is that reason number 3, hearing the no, ultimately, as crazy as it sounds, does make you stronger. And yes, there were times at the very beginning, because I didn't necessarily have the right person explaining it to me at the time. I do now. I didn't have the right person explaining to me that a no doesn't mean no from everybody. And it doesn't mean that you need to shut down, because I did. I shut down, like I didn't want to have anything to do with it. But then on the other side, I'm like, but I don't understand. Like, this is helping me so much. Why don't people see what it's doing for me? And why can't people understand that I'm coming from the heart? I'm not just trying to sell them a product, right? Well, it's still okay that I feel that way. And eventually those no's may come around. I just have to lead by example, and I just have to continuously be vulnerable, put myself out there, and be what I think I am trying to share with people. Like, I have to be that, right? So if I'm selling ketones, I have to be ketones, and I have to be behind my product 100%, right? So number 3, by far, is the hardest. I really think it's going to be the hardest for anybody getting into business. But the benefit on the other side is my confidence has grown since February of last year. I cannot believe it. I go back and look at some of my videos to this point, and I'm just like, I cringe, right? I'm like, oh my God, I remember that day. My knees were knocking. I mean, literally, like you couldn't necessarily see it on camera, but my heart was like coming out of my chest. And I can't even see everybody on here, right? But I know you're there, and it's like all these negative thoughts are coming into your head, like, what are people thinking? I'm never going to be able to do this, like XYZ, whatever that self-sabotage is, right? But it's similar to public speaking. Now, here's the beautiful thing. Because I've been able to get on here and talk more and more and more, and we all know that the more you do things in repetitive, the better we get at it. I'm getting better at it. And here's the cool thing. For those of you that don't know, I've been a firefighter. I've been a fire captain for 16 years. I have become more confident in expressing my opinion in a more productive manner than I ever have before. I wish now I had the current training that I've had over the past almost 12 months now has made me more confident in pushing forward outside and behind the camera here, which leads me into number 4. So we've got number 3, which has like really worked on our confidence, slamming us down and building us up, right? Now we're into number 4, the training. The training component of any type of entrepreneurship or any online business is essential. You guys have to find mentors. You have to find people that you really resonate with, that can get you the proper information on how to do things, that can get you the correct information on how to go to Instagram, on how to go to Facebook, on how to go to TikTok, and how to really relate with your customers. I don't know who they are for you. I know who they could potentially be for me, but if I had the wrong person telling me the wrong thing all of the time, do you think I would ever get a customer? I don't think I would. And I am very grateful that I have done my research. I am very grateful that I have found those mentors that have directed me in the right direction. Hell, what I'm doing right now, this is an actual assignment from a mentor. From a mentor that is pushing me out of my comfort zone again to do something to represent myself in my business and to encourage you, whatever that is. It could be it could be network marketing. It very well could be opening up your own business street side. But with these times, you're going to have to figure out how to get online and get your business going online. That's just the times that we're in. It's just the times that we're in. So find that mentor. Find the mentor. Find the coaches that are going to lead you in the right direction. And find the ones that are really doing a whole lot better than you think you would ever do. Like that's going into my last one. This is tying into my last one. So you have your mentors and you have your coaches and you have your training and you have this physical development. Now leading into the fifth one is surround yourself with people who are more successful than you. That could be offline. That could be online. It could be in your household. It could be whatever it is. If you surround yourself with positive people, chances are you're going to be more positive. If you surround yourself with negative people that are going to completely naysay your business and question everything you do. You're selling soap. Why are you selling soap? What do you know about soap? You smell funky. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that. You guys, if you're surrounding yourself with that kind of negativity, where the hell do you think you're going to go? And this, you can also, we'll tie in the negativity that's going on around us. I refuse to watch the news. I may watch the news half an hour out of the day when I go to work. And the reason is just so I kind of know what's going on. But on our outside sources, like if you really listen to it, whether it's from social media or the news or anything that's like sounds in the background, there's so much negativity. There's so much negativity. And being able to pull yourself out of that and not listen to it is really hard because we are human and our natural draw is to drama. It's to drama. Why? Why not surround ourselves with as much positivity as possible? If somebody's creating that drama in your life, block them. Get them out of your life. Don't sit down in the middle of the day or the evening and watch a bunch of negativity on television. Turn it off. Watch a Disney Channel. Or don't. Go play with your dogs. I don't know. Do something that's better for you. Hey! I don't even know why. Sorry, that was rude. See, they heard me talking about negativity and they just went at it at the fence with my neighbor's dogs. And I don't even know why, because they play together. So dumb. Anyway, so that's my top 5. That is my top 5. I hope any of this, if any of it resonated for you, let me know which one it was. Was it at the confidence building? Was it just running a business how you want it to run it? Was it surrounding yourself with positive people? And I will add that one last thing. I think we're going to add 6. Think about it for a second. Being online, yes, you can set your own schedule, but for me, it's really difficult. This part of it is really difficult because I know it's online, right? But setting it into my life and making it a priority is hard. And for me, the only reason it gets done every day, trust me. But the reason it's hard for me, I'm a single I basically call myself a mom. I take care of my father. I take care of 6 dogs, 3 cats, and a dad. That's what I say all the time. Plus, I have a house. I have chores at home. I have things that don't get done on a regular basis, and it really stresses me out. But here's the thing. I am in complete control of that. I'm a little out of control, but I'm in complete control. And what I mean by that is I can set myself up for success. And this is where you have to invest in yourself. Right? Being in business for yourself and being online, yes, it makes it convenient, but there's still other things that you need to pay attention to, because when you're at home, those things that you're not paying attention to, they distract you. Like just what happened just now, the dogs fussing at each other. That completely distracted me and broke me off of my live content, right? Or I can look out my shed right now and I see a million weeds growing, and you don't know how hard it is for me to just go out, stop what I'm doing, and start pulling some weeds. So this is a disadvantage. So this is what I'm talking. When I set myself up for success, if I need help in those areas, I'm gonna have to ask for it. I have so much going on that I'm gonna have to suck it up and get an assistant. I'm gonna have to suck it up and maybe have somebody do the yard once a month. I'm gonna have to suck it up, and I'm gonna have to incorporate those things into my business. Right? Does that all make sense? So that's one of the things that if you're going to be online, you need to be completely aware of. You're going to be online, you're going to be home, you're going to be able to be with your family, you're going to be able to be with your dogs that just came out of surgery, you're going to be able to be all these things, but you're also going to have the distractions. But I'm all about it. I'm a full-time firefighter, and I call it part-time, but I feel like I'm part-time, full-time, everything else. So here's the last thing I'm going to tell you. If you guys enjoy all of that, which I know you will, drop me a heart and I can get you more information on how you may be successful in selling soap. I don't know. I sell ketones. You can sell soap, whatever that is. Here's the best part is that because I have people above me that are developing me into a better leader, into a better human being, into a better person, and they're able to pull out all of these positive, amazing things that I know I have the potential and capabilities of doing, I'm only going to attract people who are like me. If that makes any sense. Hardworking, outgoing, funny, risk takers, disorganized, organized, and wanting to constantly meet a goal. And I'm all about it. Because if you're lazy, you're unethical, you don't like dogs, you smell bad, I don't know, whatever, those things, you will never come to me because I don't attract that. That is not who I am. But if you're driven and you want to be successful and you want to make money and you want to represent a product that is not only quality, but the company behind it and the mentors behind it and the leaders behind it support you to be the better you, this is what you want to do. This is where you need to be. And let me tell you, the future of everything is online. The future of everything is online. We're all online. We're all online. How long have we been on here? We've been on here a while. And I'm purposely not looking at the comments because I get distracted. That's one thing I'm just very bad at. I can't do like a Jesse Lee moment. I can't like get on here and talk about stuff and then look down at the comments and be like, oh, hey, so-and-so, and then I would divert and I would never get back on. But so those are my top probably 6 reasons that I think everybody on here should be investing in themselves and looking to doing online businesses. Go for it. Let me know. Sorry, see? I got distracted. I see one comment. I forgot what the hell I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say. Okay. Melissa, best alarm assistant. Right? I know. Hey, Sarah. There you go. Sarah herself. She does all her stuff online. And I guarantee you, if she wasn't online, her business would not be successful. And she is successful, and she has a family, and she's got an obnoxious husband, and she's got kids, and she's got dogs, and she's like, but she can't be successful unless she's on here talking to all of you, which she does, and she's killing it, right? So that's the end of my little tangent. I got my little check off for the day. The dogs only got into one scuffle, and I was only interrupted by my adorable little dog right here who's shivering right now and making my heart just break. So, hi, Sun Dreamer, John Martinez. Some of these people. Remember I told you the negative people, they just support you. They don't understand the comments that they put out. it makes me more popular, so bring them on. Anyways, all right, everybody. I hope you have an amazing day today. Cheers. And if that resonated with anybody, just drop me a little note and say, hey, that was good, girl. What's up, Jim? Have a good day. Be you. Be strong, and know that anything that you guys have goals for or any direction you want to go, just do it. Just step outside of your box, surround yourself with amazing people and fantastic mentors, and you're going to get to where you want to be. All right? Cheers.